yesterday morning, I think it was, I realized that my tension, I have an inner tension that I know, I recognize that I know it all my life. It's like a tension in the body. It is connected to most important relationships. I always feel it. And then I realized that the tension is caused by not accepting all of my emotions, all of them. And the reason was that I was never allowed to feel all my emotion when I was a child. And I'm not allowed to feel them right now also. It is like a loving relationship should be only loving. There is no place for hate or anger or jealousy or frustration. It's like a notion that this is how love should be. And then I have an inner tension whenever I feel something which is contradicting to that.
And you're imposing this on yourself?
No, it's like the common belief in my home and in many other homes, that this is how love should be. And then I realized that it's all wrong, and then I'm causing attention to myself because I am agreeing to something which I don't live actually. I feel all the human emotions, and I feel them right now, and I don't know what it is, and I feel that I need some clarification, and also I don't know how to combine that with a very, very sensitive, that I'm very sensitive to all kinds of cynicism, sarcasm, little words, all of that. It's like scratching my skin, and it happens everywhere. So I feel that, and I was asking, maybe you can clarify some.
When someone is sarcastic to you or cynical, and you feel hurt, what feels hurt?
It can be also between two other, when people talk to each other over there and they are sarcastic to each other, I feel the same, not only toward me.
But let's take an example when someone is...
Yeah, it's more
because it's a little
more intense.
More intense.
Yes.
It's easier to see.
Can you repeat the question?
When someone is sarcastic or cynical to you, what is it that is hurt?
I don't know, but I feel a contraction, a very strong contraction in my body, and I get and I have this. I feel hurt. I feel ashamed.
Okay,
I feel
so
anger.
That's the answer to the question. I said, "What is it that feels hurt?" And you said, "I feel hurt."
Yes.
Tell us about that I.
I don't know. I can only say that I experience it. I see it happening. I don't know what to say about that.
But is it not quite important to know about that I, if I am the one that is hurt, or in the previous example when you said in relationships, when you feel angry, when you feel upset, you said, I feel angry, I feel upset, I feel jealous, etc. All these feelings of hurt, anger, upset, jealousy, they all belong to I. Mm-hmm. That is the one taste that you talk of.
Oh.
That is what all these feelings have in common. So it's not actually necessary to know in detail about the hurt, the anger, the jealousy, because they all share I.
Yes.
So, tell us about the I. The one that is hurt, the one that gets upset, the one that is jealous,
I get blank. I don't see anything.
So if there's nothing there, when you look for this I, if you can't find it, on whose behalf is the hurt and upset and jealousy rising?
I don't know. I search for it in the body. It's not in the body. It's not in the thoughts. It's not in the emotion itself. I don't know.
Tell me about it. And yet all your feelings are rising on its behalf.
Yes.
What's going to happen to the feelings when you discover that the self on whose behalf they are rising is not there?
It's the same as I started. It's like I don't know. It's like nothing.
Let's try an experiment. This is just a game. I don't mean what I'm going to say. Okay. I really dislike your pink trousers. Yeah. No. You heard those words. Yeah. And Elspeth heard those words. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You are hurt by them, but she's not.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You both heard the same words. If there was something inherently hurtful in my words,
she would have.
Then, well, let's not just say Elspeth, let's say everyone. Everyone else heard those words, but only one person is hurt by them. Now, if my words were really hurtful, if they were inherently hurtful, in other words, if the hurt was in the words, then everyone would be equally hurt by them. But they're not.
No.
So the hurt cannot be in the words. Why are you hurt? I know you're not hurt by them, but pretend that you are. What is it that is hurt?
I'm asking you. I don't know. I don't know. I also don't understand why this body, why am I aware of only this body? If I'm awareness and I am
well,
aware...
Well, hang on. You're now, that's another question. And
okay.
Which,
okay.
If you go on to another question, you're sort of wriggling out of this little experiment that we're doing.
Okay.
Just as we're coming close to the answer, you're which is a way of the non-existent ego saying, I don't want my non-existence to be discovered.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask another non-dual question.
I'm sitting with my pink trousers.
Sit with the...
Yes.
Yes, so what is it that is hurt when I say I don't like... Actually, I think your pink trousers are very nice. But what is it that is hurting you when I say I dislike your pink trousers? Something has to rise up in you. Something has to meet the words, and something has to rise up and say no. What is that?
I don't want to say the separate self because
well,
it's not the separate self.
Well,
it's a
it is
combination.
The separate self, but when you look for the separate self,
it's a culmination of things, of thoughts and feelings.
No, it's not a thought. A thought cannot be hurt by my words. Can a thought ever be hurt?
No.
Can a sensation be hurt?
No.
Can a feeling be hurt?
No.
What is being hurt? So awareness is obviously hearing the words. Can awareness be hurt?
No.
What is being hurt?
I don't know.
Well, until you find it, just stop being hurt. Stop getting upset when people say things to you or when you hear people say things until you can find the one that is upset. If you ever find that one, then you can legitimately be upset. But until you find it, just stop being upset and reactive.
It's funny. You like saying the wind don't blow. It happens. It's like saying to the wind don't blow. I mean, it happens. It's arising all the time. Emotions are arising.
But it's only arising because the non-existence of the separate self has not been clearly seen. If it was absolutely clear to you that the one that is hurt is non-existent, what happens to the hurt?
There is no base for that.
There is no place for that. So next time you hear someone being sarcastic or cynical, either to you or between themselves, and you feel this hurt, don't go towards the sarcasm and justify the feeling by saying, oh, they were so unkind or mean. Don't go there, because that legitimizes the non-existent self. Ask yourself, be happy that the feeling of hurt has been provoked, because it is your opportunity. Just ask yourself, in that moment, in the intensity of the feeling, ask yourself, where is the one that is hurt? Who is the one that is hurt? And spend time trying to find it.
I have, I feel that if I see this happening, okay, and I relax, and I allow the feeling that arose to just be there and go, without asking where is the separate self, just allowing.
Yes.
Is it the same?
No.
No.
If you just allow it to rise up and go, it will rise up and go, and then the next time someone is cynical or sarcastic, it will rise up again, and it will go on and on and on, rising up again in response to things that people do or don't say, until you recognize the non-existence of the one that is hurt. So no, it's not enough just to say all this appears in open, empty awareness. It's just arising.
Okay.
Be more investigative.